And a shout out also to Mick Cosimano and, of course, Billy Barnum, who were both very dear to my husband, Lawrence Carradini, who many of you may know as Larry. As Chad mentioned, Lawrence Carradini was a scientist and a poet and a conservationist, and also was the past president of Lowell Celebrates Kerouac. He was also my husband and my sweetheart and my best friend in this life. And I am honored to read some poems from poetry, represents kind of early poetry in his career. And so I will try to do some justice to it. I'm getting over a virus, so thanks in advance for bearing with me. And this poem is called Transfigurations. Facing Easter Island, building stoned glass and leaded churches, doors ajar for Graceland, lead-eyed squinting, thoughts face in, hand to eyes the plot. A foot spiked lonely, sighted by outcasts on the water, only fish. I am one of them. Selves resurrecting sin, in slabs walking on bread, pops and I toast another Easter Island, reflecting crumbs, and I brush and walk away. This poem is called 10 to the Power of You. Larry wrote broadly on a lot of topics. I think one of his personal favorites was just how people struggle towards one another to be closer together. So 10 to the Power of You. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your head is at? Magnetic electro heliacal flux with me in this moment that is only a moment because someone of my own defined it as such. It's 10:01. Do you know that your head is at some place in some cosmic thing called space? Is not the final upfront, it's the beginning, and the last frontier is the one you've explored from birth. It's 10:02. Do you know your head is? Someone said that you can be all you can be. And see, if you can, you believe it, and don't wait for anyone's validation. It's 10:03. Do you know who you are? This poem, Larry kind of thought of as his signature poem. The poem was written in dedication to his favorite aunt, his Aunt Mary, who shared with him his love of his gypsy heritage and encouraged his intellectual pursuits and certainly his scientific pursuits. Mary, unfortunately, has Alzheimer's now. And so in a sense, it's like having lost both of them. So reading this poem for me is a way to hopefully bring their spirits back together here with us for a little while. It's called Hunter College, Class of 57. And the dedication is to my kabuki Aunt M, with a long bow and curtsy to Alan G., this is Allen Ginsberg, for his original Howl. Mary, named after the mother whose virginity popped the questions asked and answered by N to the seventh theologians. Mary, whose name hangs sweet in the air, calling to be sucked and savored. Mary, mother of my love, these scribbles, other people's marks. I've seen the best and not so minds of our generation turn to chicken shits after scratching for their grain, system gizzard ground, leaving fleshy part junkies in the remains. They play their aces handed them. Discard the jack of hearts, staking fair-skinned farm boys, spending nighttime leather lies, burning wooden Indians, petrified and martyred art. Malach, she says, am I right, Larry? Yes. He and she, liberated to be like he, driven with desire by their bimmer burnt-out minds, passed by classmates asleep in burnt-out cars, burn-out gleaming coal-holed eyes. Malach, she sighs. Am I right, Larry? Yes. I'm not guilt-free as I drive my V, and W.C. Field said there's one born. No, that was PTB. He wasn't clowning. I got suckered. My sucker is thin as the veneer I show with pride. Malach, she cries. Am I right, Larry? Yes. O Holy Mary, Mother of Knowledge, what became of the boy-child man? I saw him get his hair yanked because it was long and he was there. I kicked the prick in the balls and ran. Moloch, she screams, am I right? Yes, Mary. I will be with you as long as I will be with you, sniffing your womanhood ever vibrant. I will inhale your true essence, the flowers of thought. I will be with you yesterday in the Bronx and Riverside and the Coney Island of yours and mine. I will hold you by the ankles inverted on Long Island sand, like a crucifix outriggers bent to sky, to hang the passions of every sinner who has ever sinned in obeisance, and kiss your thighs to hear you laugh and scream, Larry, you're insane! In the shadow of Pilgrim State, I will breathe with you words and try to return that which you have given me. And this one last poem that I'm going to read tonight, and then I'm going to offer a little invocation of my own, if you will bear with me. This one is called Unstill Lifes, a group portrait. Ideas gestate, canvas fills, splashes. Pollock. This is obviously a nod to Jackson Pollock. Point sans serrat, sketching words, draw from life. Fine lines, dissolution, disjunctures of scale. Master and apprentice. One oil, one water, cubist, an impressionist pen and ink. The dangerous thing expressed. Boundaries challenged, what is reminds. And shared these things intimate, shared. Now this is something I like to close with, and I'm sure Larry would highly approve. He would have called an academic term some spontaneous prose poetry. I'm just going to call it something that I'm making up. But I consider it 18 years in the making. 18 years was how long we were together on our fabulous journey. So I'd like to share it with you now. You always said we had good sky in the highlands of Lowell. We were two Galileos, and now you are the atoms of the essence of the spontaneous universe that closes and folds and opens again. We are all the stuff of the stars, and we all wind back in the same spiral galaxy. Thank you very much, all of you. It's been a pleasure to share Larry Lawrence Carradini's poetry with you. Thank you for our great hosts here at the Out of Blue Gallery. Please support them as you can, and as we all depend on support from one another in the arts and poetry community. And safe travels wherever your journey takes you. Take care.